Captain Monica Humphrey, the commander of Operation Thunderbolt, welcomes EO aboard the Spartan. She is the Deputy Director of the Joint Chiefs of Staff's 3rd Bureau and the mastermind behind the raid on the Flanagan Agency during Operation Star 1. At the behest of the Federation forces, the development of the Atlas Gundam was largely funded by the Moore Brotherhood, and EO's selection as its pilot was no coincidence.
A Gundam built on the Moore Brotherhood's dime, huh? I could do without that smug look.
Dude's just a show-off.
Perfect. Now we can leave the front line to that reckless idiot.
Even among those who witnessed the fighting in the Thunderbolt sector, there are some who do not wish for EO's presence on board.
Look, even now, he's still playing the hero, a coward who hid behind child soldiers in the Thunderbolt sector. That's what he is.
Don't worry, sooner or later, he'll get what's coming.
While EO is greeted by icy stares inside the hangar, he hears a voice tinged with longing call out to him.
EO, I heard you playing jazz music.
Hey, partner. Put this thing back on for me, will you? It rattles during combat. It's the only one I like using, you know?
I'll take a look at the cockpit later.
Cornelius is overjoyed to reunite with his childhood friend and brother-in-arms EO. Oblivious to how much they stand out, the two banter back and forth about the earlier battle and the Atlas Gundam's equipment. With EO and the Atlas Gundam now on board, the Spartan's crew is briefed on Operation Thunderbolt by Operations Staff Officer Monica Humphrey. Operation Thunderbolt. Its objective is to locate the South Seas Alliance's secret mobile suit factory and seize, or if necessary, eliminate, all personnel, information, and equipment related to mobile suit development. The South Seas Alliance, a military faction under the Earth Federation that was tasked with recovering the dead in a Bao-Aku space during the One-Year War. Its mission was to perform rites for the soldiers who had lost their lives on the battlefield. By their own hands, they respectfully laid those remains to rest. While the South Seas Alliance was once an ally that fought alongside the Federation, it has quietly amassed enough power since then to rebel against them.
Zeon remnants continue to lurk in the shadows. As the Earth Federation forces, it is our duty to restore order to this chaotic post-war period. However, the South Seas Alliance, a military faction within the Federation, is laying the groundwork for secession by building up its arms.
EO stares at the footage on the monitor. The Psycho Zaku, a mobile suit he knows all too well, fills the screen.
I imagine Ensign EO is the only one here familiar with this mobile suit. This one Xeon test machine is responsible for sinking the Moore Brotherhood's Beehive and 3 Salamis-class ships, to say nothing of defeating the full armor Gundam. Now, this monstrosity is in the hands of that cult we call the South Seas Alliance.
The Psycho Zaku. Developed in the final stages of the One-Year War, it boasts formidable performance. The fact that it requires all 4 limbs of the pilot to be amputated presents a major obstacle to its operation. Except for the South Seas Alliance, that is. By exploiting faith and belief, recruitment is considered all too easy. If the South Seas Alliance were to succeed in not only restoring but mass-producing the Psycho Zaku, the threat to the Federation would be beyond measure. To prevent the South Seas Alliance from restoring the Psycho Zaku. That is the objective of Operation Thunderbolt, and the Atlas Gundam serves as the Federation's trump card. The briefing concludes. EO is still lost in thought when Bianca approaches him.
Groovy dual cool track, huh? You were listening to it when you docked, right?
You know it? Ah, that one's my favorite. I can play it without a chart flawlessly, of course.
Me too!
I'm A.O. Fleming.
I know, I'm Bianca Carlisle.
Bonding over their shared love of music, EO and Bianca indulge in a jam session on the stage set up in the pilot's ready room. Before enlisting, Bianca was a professional musician. Since enlisting, EO has turned his mobile suit cockpit into his own personal concert venue. Their first session together in perfect sync turns the crew members who happen to be there into a captive audience. With resupply complete, the Spartan begins advancing into South Seas Alliance territory.
Captain Murray, this is Captain Vincent. Patrol mission. Ready landing crafts 1 to 4 for launch.
As ordered, the landing crafts aboard the Spartan begin launch preparations. Meanwhile, the pilots leave the ready room and head for the landing crafts carrying their mobile suits. Tension fills the ship. As seasoned pilots, however, EO and Bianca cheerfully share their thoughts on Jazz, undaunted by the imminent sortie.
Oh, right. What are we playing next session?
Let's see. Oh, I know! Let's make it a flawless performance of Groovy Duel, assuming we both make it back, that is.
Groovy Duel. Now we're talking.
With the pilots aboard, the landing crafts detach from the Spartan and begin their patrol mission. The mission of the landing crafts is to clear any obstacles in the Spartan's path. Drift ice flows into the Antarctic waters, filling them with treacherous obstacles. Moreover, the area is drenched in Minovsky particles, rendering equipment like radar and sonar useless. To detect submarines, the landing crafts are forced to deploy ball units underwater and rely on line of sight.
Amphibious mobile suits below.
A ball on submarine watch is destroyed by a surprise attack from Xeon remnant forces. In response, gem marine types dive one after another from the landing crafts into the icy waters below, where they search for signs of the enemy in the lurky depths. However, it is the enemy who calls these Antarctic waters home. Deftly using the broken masses of ice to their advantage, the Xeon remnant forces destroy the gems in rapid succession.
Everyone, back to the surface. Can't you ascend?
Bianca can only watch, powerless, as her teammates are crushed inside their gems by blocks of ice. She stretches out the hand of her gun cannon Aqua, but all she can manage to grasp is seawater.
Riga. Don't get full of yourselves, Xeon remnants. I'll sink your mothership first.
A makeshift amphibious machine is no match for this GOG.
You'll regret this. You're mine at this range.
Not bad.
Bastard.
Overwhelmed by the GOG, Bianca braces herself, fully aware she cannot overpower her opponent. Even so, the razor-sharp claws of the GOG tear into her gun cannon's armor without mercy. Cornered, Bianca barely manages to escape from the water. She attempts to regain her footing above the ice. However, the GOG is not about to allow that.
The GOG doesn't just fight underwater, you know? Is this your first dance on the ice?
Mobile Suit Gundam, Thunderbolt, Bandit Flower, Stage 2, Ambush.
The thoughtless serve the Federation. I won't pity you, though you're a woman.
Can the misogyny? I'm not about to lose.
What the power?
Recharge? I don't have time for that.
Your band members here, Ensign Bianca.
Damn it! Is he trying to hit me?
Spread out! Spread out! Move it now!
I'll show any hecklers the door. Huh?
Bring him down. Gra.
Like that's gonna what? Ugh! Ah. Hey, why can't I cut through?
The Federation doesn't own all the lunar titanium alloy. As long as we've got you, you're not going anywhere. The generators, what's happening? No.
Medusa's arrows. Blow up, damn it!